Hello, namaste. I'm so sorry that I cannot come in person to Edmonton and I miss all my bear biology family. Let me share my screen and give my talk. So, to mitigate the human sloth bear conflict in our state, in Gujarat, we have used or we have followed the conservation cycle components of the IUCN Species Survival Commission. We have given stress mainly on the act, network, and communicate component. And I am here to explain or to talk with you that how we have used this component, how we have followed this component to mitigate or to address the sloth bear and human conflict in Gujarat. Guys, you all know that sloth bear is vulnerable according to the last assessment carried out by the bear specialist group. And the main reason that making sloth bear vulnerable is the human sloth bear conflict and the degradation of the habitat. So we try to address these two important issues for the conservation of sloth bear in the westernmost edge of its distribution, which is called the state of Gujarat. So this is the state of Gujarat where we can see the westernmost age distribution of the sloth bear, which is in a fragmented uh, habitat. And within that fragmented habitat, there are villages, there are agriculture land, and there are many other human development and human activities which is going on. Sloth bear and human conflict is mainly because of the resource sharing and the increasing population of the sloth bear and their increased movement into the human dominated area. So every other week there is a news that sloth bear has attacked on person or a people have killed the sloth bear as a retaliatory killing. So 60% increase in the sloth bear population in the state of Gujarat in last 20 years. Today, like we have more than 350 sloth bears living in Gujarat. And at the same time, the conflicts between sloth bear and human, mainly the sloth bear attacks in Gujarat, is also in the increasing phase. That is why we have started this work from the central Gujarat. So in this map, you can see the study area or the area we worked for the sloth bear conservation, which is known as a potential sloth bear corridor in the state, in the central part of the state, which is connected to wildlife sanctuary called Ratan Mahal Wildlife Sanctuary and the Jambugoda Wildlife Sanctuary. And the area within this part is mainly the forest with agriculture, villages, and other land uses. So when we receive the secondary information from the forest department, we can see here most of the slaughter attacks are happened into the corridor area, and these attacks are eye opener. There are 20 attacks per year. So we have decided to address this issue and to use the components of IUCN SSC conservation cycle. And we have started our project, which is called Atmavat Sarvabhuteshu. So Atmavat Sarvabhuteshu is a project which is mainly addressing the sloth bear and human conflict in Gujarat. We have developed a cross-sector collaboration between the students, school children's, local people, and forest department. And by networking of all of these, we are aiming for the sloth bear conservation with a main goal to reduce the number of attacks of sloth bear on the people. The project was started in 2020 during the COVID period. And as it was a COVID period, we have started working, we have started acting virtually. During that period, we have prepared a documentary film. We have released a couple of booklets on sloth bear. We have also released a bear book for the children's where children can learn about bear. We have also organized a story writing competition. We have organized various activities and talks virtually, and we have also organized the Bears of India webinar series on the YouTube. But once the COVID passed in 2022, we have started our field work, meeting with the sloth bear victims, meeting with the forest department staff, and started our work out in the field. So as a part of communication, we have started a conservation outreach center right into the Ratan Mahal Wildlife Sanctuary. So the people from both the sanctuary, people from the villages between the sanctuary, they can come, they can visit our outreach center, and we actually inform people, we actually communicate with the people and explain them about the behavior and ecology of the sloth bear. Our team also going to the villages, schools in the villages, and working with the student, giving out them the children activity book, which is known as a bear book, and students will happily do the activities and learn about sloth bear. Sometime our team is also going to the villages where the sloth bear attack happened. We gather the villagers and we explain them about how to avoid sloth bear attack, what is the sloth bear behavior, and some important scientific knowledge about sloth bear, which is generally not pertaining over there among the people. So till today, within the central Gujarat, we have finished this project in central Gujarat, and we tried to cover 56 villages, more than 100 schools in these villages, and we have organized more than 50 outreach programs within the school. During this outreach program, we give away the booklet on sloth bear, the bear book for the children's. We also show them a movie which is known as a Sloth Bear, The Bears of India, which is movie which is available in all the 3 languages. And along with that movie, when there are kids, we also show them the animation film that we developed, which is called Conservation of Sloth Bear, Samajhdari se Sajadari, right? Networking and the understanding about bear biology. Along with this, we have from last year, we have started the conservation action because we learned that the conservation of sloth bear is required few important components, few important things to address. The number one is mitigation of human sloth bear conflicts. Scarcity in the water during the summer season is another issue that attracts sloth bear towards villages and farms for water. Degradation of the habitat, like scarcity of the food and fruiting tree species within the habitat, is a third issue, and the fourth issue is the availability of the food. So, with the help of Remembering Wildlife Organization, with their support, we have started this conservation action, and I'm very happy to share the conservation action and how this action is converted into the conservation of sloth bear. So for the addressing first issue, mitigating the sloth bear attacks or avoiding the sloth bear attacks, we have developed a device which is called a bear deterrent stick. In our language, we call it Ghanti Kathi. So this bear deterrent stick we have distributed among the forest dwellers, forest staff, watchmen, and local people. So whenever they are going into the field, they are carrying this stick. You can see the stick, it is having a bell on it, and it is also having a spike which is blunt ended. So when they walk with this stick, the stick will make the noise, and this noise will make the attention towards the sloth bear, and there is a chances that sloth bear or any other wildlife will not come during their walking into the forest. Then we have surveyed the entire area for identifying the locations where we can do the water point construction, because there are many water point constructed by the forest department, but we have again adopted a scientific approach. We have done the habitat modeling, we have done the hydrological analysis within the habitat, and we identify some potential areas where the rainwater can be accumulated. So these are total 28 water accumulation points that we have identified, and 4 of them is being constructed right now at the forest of Chota Udaipur, which is a corridor area for sloth bear. During our fieldwork, we have also seen that this area is dominated by humans, and humans are coming here into the forest for picnic or any other purpose for parties. They are just throwing the garbage into the outside the villages. They are throwing the garbage in the forest habitat or sloth bear habitat. And surprisingly, during the night visit, when Marcel was here from Elevator Zoo, we have seen the same garbage spot where the sloth bear was eating garbage. And then we have decided to clean this habitat. So we have started the habitat cleaning we have identified around 50 kilometers square area as a model to clean the habitat. And after cleaning the habitat, we are planning the plantation. So this is the next phase of our project. Next year, we are going to start the plantation of the fruiting tree in this area. And again, we have identified the area of 12 kilometers square where we are planning a plantation. And again, for the plantation, our previous research on the food of sloth bear, we have prepared a sloth bear food calendar. And we are doing the multi-species plantation, which is called a cluster plantation. And we are using all the fruiting tree species which are used by the sloth bear for the feeding purpose. For making the network, along with the help, with the support from IBA, since 2021, we are organizing WCB IBA sloth bear training programs. We have organized 3 such training programs in which we are doing capacity building of forest field staff and the students who would like to do research on the sloth bear. So we have organized 3 different training programs. During this project, we have also made the network with for the technical support and financial support. So we are having network with International Bear Association, Remembering Wildlife, Bears in Mind, IUCN Bear Specialist Group, Elevator Zoo, Bear Trust International, our own Gujarat Forest Department, and a local trust from India. So this is a network, and with this network, recently in the last World Sloth Bear Day, we have launched the National Bear Conservation Network for all the 4 species of the bears in India. So IUCN Bear Specialist Group and WCB Research Foundation has created this network. This network is currently having 63 members across India and 5 partner organizations as a partner. So now all these members as a network, we are going to work for the conservation of the all Indian bear species, including sloth bears. Here I would like to thank firstly to Jennifer and Dave, who have allowed me to give a recorded talk to hear and to meet all of you here. I also thank the financial support from various organizations, and I am thanking my team, Pratik Desai, Sarthak, Sakhi, Karen, and Vishal, who are the pioneer of this project, who are the pillar of this sloth bear conservation project. Once again, thank you very much and see you in the next IBA.